Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. Finally, that time of the year has come when we will start having our discussion on the yearly predictions, yearly theme for the year 2025. Now guys, if I were to summarize this word in one line, I would say what a year it is. Year filled with camaraderie, brotherhood and humanitarianism. Your inner light is going to be getting awakened this year. So guys, before we will get into the customized results specific to your rising sign, we will try to understand that how major planets are going to be behaving in this year. So definitely we will first start with how the Hindu lunar year calendar calculations is saying something for this year. So guys, our Hindu calendar, like generally the new year starts from the Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, which as per in the year 2025 is going to be beginning on the March 30th of 2025. Now it is important to know because through this we will get to know that who is going to be the king of this year. So like the Hindu calendar, which will start from the March 30th of 2025 and will be there till April 4th 2026. So during this year, because it is going to be falling on a Sunday, so the king of the year is going to be the planet Sun, and the Mantri, the minister of this year, is going to be the planet Moon. Now guys, whenever Sun and Moon somehow take the precedence over there, you will definitely find a synchronicity between the ruler and the masses. Second thing is that we also get to know a little bit about the year from the Samvatsar calculation as well. Like the way this year, which is filled with, like the year 2024, which is filled with war, and just from the Hindu calendar calculation, a lot was already predicted by many Vedic astrologers, because the minister, the king, the Samvatsar was angry, Krodhi, minister, king was also Saturn and Mars. Now if I were to talk about for this Samvatsar, the name of the Samvatsar is Vishwa Vasu. So that also tells about prosperity, taking care of the people. Like the way it has been believed that those people who are born even in this Samvatsar, they tend to demonstrate very virtuous qualities. So far we got to know from the Hindu calendar calculation that during this year there is going to be a synchronicity between the sun, the primal light and the moon with our subconsciousness, the collective way of thinking and behaving. Along with that guys, now if you want to understand it from what numerology has to say, so year 2025, if you're going to be making a sum total of it, so you will get the universal year as the number 9. Now guys, in numerology, 9 is somehow connected with the brotherhood, which is connected with the philanthropy and humanitarianism. So all these are the qualities which will somehow be taking a precedence. Second thing is that even if you want to understand somehow the theme of this year, so you have to go down the memory lane, like the way the very last time when we have had this universal year, it was in the year 2016. You will make a sum total, you will get the number 9. Now even the highlight or the theme of that year was, people say that okay, number 9 has got something to do with leaving, with finishing, ending all those things which are not serving any purpose. Now what was the major highlight of the year 2016? Brexit. We all know about UK leaving European Union, and like the way in the US elections, Russia was being involved for the spying and all. So somehow similar theme can also repeat over this year. But guys, the good part is that public is going to be a part of whatever the people in the power are going to be behaving. There is definitely going to be a unison, a harmony over there. So that is all what I can say from the Vedic calculation, from the numerology. Now we will try to look at how the three major players in this year are going to be behaving. First is the planet Saturn, then planet Jupiter, and then our favorite Rahu and Ketu. So guys, Saturn is going to be transiting in the sign of Pisces on March 30th. Now how can you look at this transit? So guys, the highlight of this transit is going to be, it will definitely take our attention towards the concerns of spiritual growth, intuitive insight, emotional maturity, karmic resolution. You will definitely find that many people are going to be talking about spirituality, about mental health, about their rights. And guys, the good part is that, trust me, I will not be surprised if this year you will witness many cult group which will be coming into forefront, because along with this, Rahu is also going to be making a foray in the Aquarius, a typical sign of bohemia, of humanitarianism. So like the way there used to be a time in the 60s when there was a wave of the hippie culture, so the world could expect the same wave of rising cult and hippie culture in the year 2025 as well, because we cannot overlook that you have to study everything in synchronicity with the numerology vibration as well. And number 9 has got a lot to do with the giving away things, where you do not get too much interest in that rat race of the materialism. So combining Saturn's presence in the Pisces along with the numerology vibration, Rahu's presence, definitely spirituality and a new age spirituality is going to be the highlight of the year 2025. Along with that guys, Saturn from over here, from the Pisces sign, is going to be giving its third aspect to the Taurus sign. Now definitely Saturn's third aspect is always a very restraining force, so it can definitely pull many investors are going to be pulling out their money from the market. The global market or economy could be little bit restrained in the year 2025. From over here, Saturn is going to be giving its straight aspect to the Virgo sign. So healthcare will definitely experience a boost in the year 2025, where you will definitely find the governments, and this could be United Nations, and all these organizations are going to be very accountable, very responsible towards any of the health crisis. Like there is a very less kind of possibility of any pandemic kind of situation which the world has witnessed when Rahu was transiting in the Gemini in 2019, 2020, which we have witnessed all of that. Along with that, Saturn is going to be giving its 10th aspect, the aspect with which it rewards us for our good karma. So with its 10th aspect, Saturn is going to be looking at the Sagittarius sign. So one thing is for sure guys, that next year, if let's say for example, you are a kind of person who is known for integrity, ethics, values, morals, and you somehow hold this potential to educate, enlighten and inspire the world, and if you're actually consistently, diligently working hard in that direction, so Saturn's transit in the Pisces will definitely reward you. So somehow this transit and its highlight or theme is going to be that all those people who are unconditionally doing something which is very voluntary work, some sort of social work, who are devoted towards the awakening of the inner spiritual light, healthcare related concerns and all, those people are definitely going to be getting benefited in the year 2025 because of the blessing and grace of the planet Saturn. Now guys, the global events which you have to watch out for because of the contribution of the planet Saturn is going to be the water related disaster, increased regulation of pharmaceutical and healthcare industries, breakthrough in marine biology, oceanography, aquatic technologies, growing social movements for emotional intelligence, mental health awareness and spiritual freedom, economic shift in industries related to art, entertainment or spirituality. When we talk about which sectors or people are definitely going to be getting benefited because of the contribution of the planet Saturn, so you will definitely see that there is going to be innovative solutions for the ocean conservation in the year 2025, advancement in the holistic healthcare, global unity through shared spiritual or cultural experiences, increased empathy in international relations, renaissance of traditional art forms and cultural heritage. And guys, like every year from July 13th till November 27th, Saturn is going to be retrograde in the Pisces sign only, which will definitely somehow give it more chasteable. You will definitely have the power of effort, power of endurance to fortify the intent, or this could be the humanitarian intent with which you will be working when Saturn is going to be transiting in the, and it is going to be retrograde in the Pisces sign. Now guys, when we talk about from the point of view of the planet Jupiter, the planet of blessing, good fortune, expansion, Jupiter is the planet which gives us hope, optimism and prosperity in all areas of our life. Now Jupiter is definitely in a very sensitive situation, rather I would say it's in a rush to finish its stay or its transit in the Gemini. Because guys, Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Gemini sign on like May 13th. From May 13th, like imagine it will enter the Cancer sign on October 19th. Now definitely it is going to be turning retrograde again on November 12th, and then again it will enter back in the Gemini in the December 5. But my concern over here is that imagine the pace of Jupiter from May 13th till October 19th. So the point which I'm trying to say over here is that Jupiter's placement and its transit in the Gemini will give results in a very fast paced way. Whatsoever Jupiter's promise is going to be in the Gemini, in your chart, in your life, you will get the results in a very fast paced way. And let's say for example, if you have already important inner planets being placed in the Gemini in your natal chart, you are also in the Jupiter Dasha, experience a blast of the results when in next year from May 13th till October 19th. Now for all those people who are in any capacity connected with the fields of technology, sales, media, networking, communication, these are among those people who will definitely get benefited next year when Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Gemini sign. So guys, some of the probable outcome could be in the form of the explosion of the information. It is going to be extremely blessed time for the creators in year 2025. You will definitely experience a breakthrough in artificial intelligence, robotics and cyber security, advancement in 5G, 6G, quantum computing, and social media will evolve like the way no one would have imagined. And there is definitely going to be virtual and augmented reality advancements which we all will be experiencing in the year 2025. And now guys, finally our favorite Rahu and Ketu. So in the month of May, around May 19th only, Rahu is going to be transiting in the sign of Aquarius and Ketu is going to be transiting in the Leo sign. Now guys, the good part about this placement is that we cannot even overlook that this axis is little bit karmic in nature as well. In the original Kal Purush Kundli, Leo is the sign or fifth house is connected with the past life merits, Pur Punya as well. Within the Leo sign, you will find somehow the own nakshatra ruled by Ketu, which is the Magha. In the Aquarius, you will find in the core, in the heart of the Aquarius, you will find the nakshatra ruled by the planet Rahu, which is the Sadbhisha. So that means somehow they have got very strong affinity whenever Rahu is in the Aquarius and Ketu is transiting in the Leo. So that in itself means, guys, let's say for example, if you have sown seeds for being recognized, this year can grant you that sort of popularity, that sort of fame. If you are completely dedicated and devoted towards I always get confused with this word, revolutionizing the face of technology, this year can give you a chance for that. If you have those humanitarian intent to give back to the society, make world a better place. Irrespective of judging someone's caste, creed, color, bringing the world together, this year can grant you that sort of platform, that sort of voice, that sort of position to influence or change the world. And definitely guys, with Ketu's placement in the Leo sign, you will definitely have got some sort of expertise which you will demonstrate or manifest in your life in this year. So guys, after getting a brief idea about all the planets behaving in this year, how our Vedic Chaitra Shukla Pratipada New Year calendar calculation is predicting, and also getting a brief idea from the synopsis from the numerology, now we will shift our discussion customized to your rising sign and the yearly predictions for the year 2025. Okay friends, now after knowing how planets are going to be behaving this year, now we will specifically look at all attributes, all the matters of the houses in your natal chart and how planets are going to be influencing you or blessing you in those areas in the year 2025. So guys, before we will start our discussion, to begin with, I would like to wish all the Capricorn natives a very happy new year. May all of your wishes come true this year. So okay guys, now starting first with the kind of theme which I have written for you basis the way planets are behaving this year. So encapsulated theme of this year for you, which is the year will drive many towards contemplating new lifestyle, picking new hobbies, executing many projects which will keep many busy and running around. Calculative risk should be taken, especially if it involves large sum of money, immense possibilities for divine insights and knowledge. A very good year, especially for the service and the job professionals. Okay guys, now coming to your first house, which tells about your public image, concerns of your health and your overall conviction with which you will be pursuing your goals this year. So the points which I have written, your ascendant lord will be moving to third house on March 30th, which will take the whole focus toward the matters of strengthening your skill set and contemplating in the lines of expansion. So definitely guys, your ascendant lord Saturn has been in your second house from the past 2.5 years. So let's say for example, if you kind of feel yourself being struck in a rut, that your whole energies from the past couple of months have been just invested to manage, preserve, this could be the family matters, this could be the matters of your existing business and all, and at the cost where you could have grown, expanded and looked for other ventures and collaborations and all. So all of that is going to be the matter of past. Once your ascendant lord will move to the third house after March 30, you will definitely be in that expansive spree. Now coming to the matters of your second house, which tells about your finances, which tells about your bonding with your family members. So in the matters of the second house, Rahu's formal entry after 18 years into its own house, because Rahu co-rules the Aquarius. So Rahu's formal entry after 18 years into its own house and Jupiter's aspect to this house will revolutionize the attributes of your second house. Your deeply cherished values, philosophies are all going to get revolutionized after May 19th. People who are in any way connected to politics, technology, pharmaceutical industry, innovation sectors are definitely going to get benefited this year. Those who are trying to amass money through different crowdfunding schemes or even in order to get your loans approved, it's a favorable year. Rahu will give you a talent to mesmerize or conjure people with your speech. Watch what you eat, drink, smoke and strictly refrain from lying, especially in the legal matters or while giving your testimonies and all. Now coming to the matters of your third house, definitely guys, your ascendant lord, which like is a slow moving planet, is going to be entering in this house, third house, which is the house of our initiatives, of our courage, valor, what kind of support we get from our younger siblings, from our colleagues, from our friends, from our neighbors. All sort of documentation is something which we see from the third house. So Saturn's entry here will give you a long-term vision toward investing your time and energy in different ventures. Terms with the younger siblings will be tested or might go for a toss. Watch the kind of words you will be using in any heated exchange of words. For freelance, self-employed people, year will drift slow. Opportunities, clients, contracts will materialize only after repeated follow-up, reminders and back-to-back chase. Act of sacrifice, empathy and selfless help and favors will reap big returns this year. Month of April will be hosting many planets in this house, including the conjunction of Rahu and Saturn. So refrain from forcing your will into doing something or taking big risk in this month. Now guys, coming to the matter of your fourth house, which tells about your inner emotional fulfillment, your grip and command over the public, domestic life, housing concerns, buying vehicle, comforts, conveniences and all. So in the matters of your fourth house lord is in a state of agitation in the first 6 months, which means the matters of inner peace, domestic life, comforts, conveniences, housing, mortgage issues will go through a lot of strife and turmoil in the first half of the year. But the 4th and 11th lord in the 7th house creates a strong yoga for a firm grip over authority or ascension to power. Time period till June will keep family life in the back seat and commitment to business, work and public life will take precedence. Month of July is very, like, this could be filled with shock and this could be instability prone because of your 4th lord's conjunction with Ketu in the 8th house. So be extremely cautious while driving, attempting for dangerous stunts or feats, or if in any case you deal with sharp edged tools and weapons. So be very careful in this month. And also mother's well-being might be a matter of concern as well, mother's health and all. House buyers will be able to secure a loan or desired mortgage plan this year. Now coming to the matters of your 5th house, definitely guys, 5th house which tells about your intellect, 5th house which also tells about your academic pursuit, artistic creative ventures, romance, what you create. So in the matters of your 5th house will start receiving the 3rd aspect of planet Saturn from March 30th, which will create extra hurdles for students, artists and couples trying to conceive. There will be delays, but the opportunities which will get materialized will be big and worth waiting, as your 5th and 10th lord is in a dignified state this year. Your 5th lord's retrograde and exalted transit will enable relationship from the past to suddenly resurface in your life. Because of the presence of the planet Saturn, there will be a substantial confrontation and closure over there. Definitely guys, 5th lord being exalted in the 3rd house. See, understand this thing. In this whole motley combination of the planets, when this whole alignment is going to be taking place, carnival of planets taking place in your 3rd house. So in a way, there might be those planets which will be suffering, but Venus in a way is going to be exalted. It is going to be in the influence of Saturn and it is going to be retrograde briefly as well. So that means definitely, had there been those issues where you did not get the closure, this could be a case that any of the concerns of half or unfinished business with your ex and all, so all of that might resurface or give you a closure, that we can say. Along with that guys, certain months, so January, February transit of 5th and 10th lord from a friendly sign in 2nd house and then getting exalted in the 3rd house is good for enjoying the good financial returns on investment and good family camaraderie. March and April especially sensitive because of the planetary concentration in the 3rd along with retrograde of Venus, which could make you rethink on your strategies, plans and friendship. May, June and July is good for travels, romance, hobbies, for artists, influencers, counselors and coach. August will be good for those in job. September and October are good for relationships, business and reviving old connections. November and December are good for higher learning, career growth, performance and opportunities. Now guys, the minute we will enter your 6th house, we say this, that it is the house of your enemies, of debts, of your health related concern and all. So in the matters of your 6th house, Jupiter's formal entry in the 6th house after May 13th will be supportive to the service, job, professional, especially those engaged in health, fitness, loan, law related fields. Jupiter from here will activate your Artha triangle of finances, hard work and career success. Now guys, coming to the matters of your 7th house, your commercial success, business success, partnership, public image, daily income, all of that we see from the 7th house. So we know that in your 7th house you will find the energy of the planet Moon in the form of the Cancer sign over there. So definitely wheresoever your 7th lord Moon is going to be transiting, getting conjunct with planets, forming a Raj Yoga, those 2.5 days could be the time of opportunity connected with the matters of the 7th house, like finding your partner, business opportunity, getting that deal, signing up and all. So all of that can happen. So this year on daily basis you will experience major shift when your 7th lord is transiting, like your 7th lord or transiting Moon is going to be conjunct with Jupiter in your 6th house after May 13th. So those 2.5 days could be, there could be misunderstanding with the partner over some ideological differences, or this could be some sort of praises, appreciation at work. Conjunction with Saturn in your 3rd house after March 30th. So those 2.5 days could be filled with some big opportunities or some big sign-ups. Conjunction with Rahu in your 2nd house after May 18th. So those 2.5 days could be filled with worries on the account of family and finances. Conjunction with Ketu in your 8th house after May 18th. So those 2.5 days could be filled with devotional, spiritual thoughts and feelings. Now guys, when we will come to the matters of your 8th house, which is the house of secrecy, deep research, investigation, research, joint resources and all. Now guys, the points which I have written over here, Ketu's presence here will provide immense possibilities for divine insight, epiphanies and mystical experiences. Like these experiences could be the matters of life and death as well. See, again, don't understand that you will encounter death of your known or loved ones. I mean to say, you will get a deeper philosophical understanding of the state of death. And along with that, if Ketu is also active in the Dasha, along with Ketu being in the 8th house, if it is also active in the Dasha, intensity and probability of the occurrences of these events is going to be high. Now guys, the second point which I have written, very blessed time for researchers, occultists, investigators and people engaged in daring or unusual profession. Watch out for April, August, September, when the dispositor of your 8th house, Sun, is going to be in a strengthened state in the transit. Now guys, when we will reach your 9th house, definitely guys, when we talk about the matters of your 9th house, so over here you will find the energy of the planet Mercury in the form of the Virgo energy over here. So definitely this is the house of higher learning, wisdom, visa, immigration, travels, all of that we see from over here. So this house will be receiving the straight aspect of the planet Saturn, which will make you accountable and responsible towards your moral responsibilities. Generally in these alignments, people demonstrate very respectful and virtuous behavior. Even the mistakes committed by you will serve the purpose of teaching some important life lesson. For visa immigrants, higher studies aspirants, things will move a bit slow, so don't expect quick turnaround. Like today you put your file in process and from next week you started following up. So be very patient. Along with that guys, Your ninth lord will be transiting from first and second house in February, which will be good for public speaking or expecting financial opportunities. March, especially April and May, is sensitive for issues while traveling or in documentation, as ninth lord is debilitated, retrograde, and in a war zone in the third house. The transit of your ninth lord in the fifth and sixth house in the month of June is good for relationship, competitive success, and accolades at work. Transit of your ninth house lord in the seventh house and the eighth house, and especially in the eighth house conjunction with Ketu in the months of July, August, and September is good for business and research. October, November, and December are good for public image, travels, investments, and financial opportunities. Now guys, the minute we will reach your 10th house, definitely this is the house of your career, status, and the kind of projects you will be executing and how much weight you will carry around during this year. We generally can calculate from the 10th house. So this house will be receiving the aspect from planet Jupiter after May 13th, which will facilitate career opportunities, especially for service professionals or for those who are on the job. January, February transit of 5th and 10th lord from a friendly sign in the second house and then getting exalted in the third house is good for enjoying the good financial returns on investments and a good family camaraderie. March and April is sensitive because of the planetary concentration in the third house along with retrograde of Venus, which could make you rethink on your strategies, plans, friendship, network, and all. The months of May, June, and July are good for travels, romance, hobbies, for artists, influencers, counselors, and coaches. August will be good for those in job. September and October are good for relationships, business, and reviving old connections. November and December are good for higher learning, career growth, performance, and opportunities. Now guys, the minute we will come to your 11th house, which is the house of large group network, opportunities, supplementary income. So pertaining to the matters of your 11th house, the 11th lord is going to be covering the visible range of the chart, starting from being in the 7th house at the beginning of the year to finishing it off in the 12th house at the end of the year. So staying socially active will be helpful. Along with, you will get good platforms for the demonstration of your talents. Month of July is sensitive because of the conjunction of Mars and Ketu in your 8th house. So definitely guys, if your 11th lord is there in the 8th house getting conjunct with the Ketu over there, so whatever development will take place in the matters of big gains and wish fulfillment, there will be the element of suddenness and very strong energy over there. Like sudden turnaround of the things is something which we can attach over there. And lastly guys, when we talk about the matters of your 12th house, which is the house of foreign residentship, travels, spiritual awakenings. So your 12th house will be receiving the dual aspect this year, which will support toward the attainment in the matters of the 12th house, like investments, foreign settlement, travel, and research work. So in all these areas, a good news for you. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.